Hey everybody, this is Brad Dyke doing my video here. Today's video is a little different. Um, Last month I put out a video saying, hey, if I could do an IT simulation game-like strategy that could teach me how to become an equivalency of a DevOps manager or an enterprise level administrator or a enterprise or commission style infrastructural deployment specialist and so on, I had made mention that X4 Foundations is a great way of looking at doing IT in a different kind of way, and you can do it all. All the IT components, all you do is supplement servers, switches, Raspberry Pis, and all the other little components of a data center, if you want to call it that, including power, PDU, and so on. You could supplement those instead for ships, fighters, cruisers, bases, star-based networks, and all of that. It's the same exact thing. But today, I'm going to talk about some possibilities that maybe Microsoft could consider in regards to improving X4 to that next rev, where it's a little bit more three-clickish opposed to 6 or 7 or 8. So I've played the game now for several hundred hours now, and I enjoy it. I really do, because of two reasons. One, it's like a data center. I have multiple data centers all over the world, and my star bases represent those data centers, and those have their own servers in them, and those in this case are ships, and they're cadres. In other words, I have control ships, I have support ships, I have logistic ships, I have starships, I got shuttles, I've got fighters, and so on. Those are the equivalencies of having my database servers, my application servers, my commissions, my VMware, and so on and so on and so on. And I break those out, and I can control them fairly easy. But the challenge with 4X is the fact that your menuing and your submenuing is really not inclusive. It's more segmented here, and then you can do these things here, you can do these things, but there's no cross-platforming. So I make a reference to Microsoft Windows 11 and Mint Linux as well, that if you can get to anywhere 3 different ways, that's so much better than always having one defined way. It's the same problem you have with applications that are written by menu task structure. You have to go down here, you have to find X. X has 42 commands, and under each 42 commands are subject commands. But what would be nice to have in X4000 is in regards to right-clicking on a target and being able to go right down into its automated task. Today, you have to select the target, you have to go to information, bring down the information screen, tag the automated task. Let's say it's an auto miner or an auto trader or patrol or whatever. And then you've got a segment and control and so on and so on. But you couldn't do it on a right click of the actual ship. And many of the other features are the same way. You have to tag it, sag it, set it, drop it, and then start interacting with it. Consider the idea of right-clicking and bringing those informational components into that drop-down menu so that you could do more with less click activity, because it's great for a small group of ships. Nah, when you got 25 ships, holy crap, I have 125 ships and 6 star bases. You're doing a lot. Now, in the IT industry, we call this the click syndrome. Basically, what that means in a nutshell is to execute a task. In other words, to deploy a virtual machine. It's 74 steps. Make it 43. Make it 26. Make it 10. Now today, it's 4 steps. Resource page, allocation, account management, create. See what I'm saying? So the kind of the same genre about this is valuable. EVE Online has done something kind of like this, and they've got a kind of a decent control over about 70% of their control mechanisms, but they also kind of go out of control as well, because they're more strategically based, where you're more strategy based as a game. So I just thought it would be nice to just kind of give some feedback on this game. It's a great game. It's enjoyable. When I look at it completely different than the guys and gals who go out there and want to be a spacefaring nation, or they want to build their empires or whatever. I don't look at it like that at all. I look at it more of okay, I'm going to create the model I have today. I've got 4 data centers. Two in the United States, one in Japan, one in England, and they're going to have their support mechanisms and so on and so on. Now, granted, yes, I do like the interworld mod for Star Wars. Kudos to those guys. The only thing I wish I could get out of that is, and I'll do a video on that as well, is some additional better access to the ships that I love the most, and that's kind of an enjoyable thing because it kind of does, make things a little fun. But anyways, it is about having fun, and please feel free to download the game, try it out. It's got my like. I think it's pretty awesome, and you guys have a great weekend. Take care. God bless.